Hi, let me tell you how you can create a portal as I did by the tiny pond. So, first of all, you need to choose a space in nature. It can be a tiny space and it doesn't need to be in the middle of nowhere. It can be in your city, but it has to be nature. Then, I believe it's better if it takes a little to get there, if it's not just like your front yard. Although it can be your front yard. Actually, my front yard is kind of a little portal, but we'll get to that at some other point. If it takes some time to get to this space, I think it's better because I walk to the pond, and by walking for like half an hour to get there, I sort of cleanse myself. I get rid of toxins. I shed things that happened yesterday, the days before, things I was mulling over in the past few minutes. And then the most important thing is, as I often say, you need to build a relationship with that space. You need to go there again and again and again. Every day if you can. I go there most days, not every day. You don't need to stay there for a long time. I usually spend 5 to 10 minutes by the pond, and I don't even stand there. Yeah, maybe I stand there for a minute, but then I walk around it. The thing is, what I do, what I say, what I feel, and what I share while I'm there. So in my bad days, I share my fears. I let go of my fears. I tell the pond, or I speak telepathically, I think, to the pond, whatever I have inside, what I want to get rid of, what I wish for, what I fear for, what I'm happy about. And then one important thing, the pond has water. You don't need to find a place with water, but I think it would be easier to create a portal there where you have some water, because water is incredibly alive and it's a big body of energy, and it amplifies and it shares back what you share to it, and it's easier to create a relationship with water. But it's not necessary. You can do that with a tree and it's just the same thing. A portal is an entrance to somewhere else, and that is what that tiny pond has become to me. I've gone there for, I think, nearly a year, almost every day. And when I say create a relationship, I mean it as you do with your partner. If you don't speak to each other for 3 or 4 years, the relationship kind of fades away because it is still stuck at the moment where you last spoke, but you have changed in the meanwhile, because we change every day. So if you want to create a portal in nature, you need to go there very often, because you need to keep the relationship going and keep it growing. And then another important aspect, if you want to create a portal in nature, is don't expect a specific outcome. Don't go there for the end result. Go there for the relationship itself. Go to that space as you would go to a friend. You usually don't go to a friend to obtain something. You go there to stay with them, to exchange something. And that's how you should approach that space in nature. And then speak to it, whether it is a pond or a bush, a tree, a patch of grass. Stay there, speak to the flowers, look at it. Tell it if you think it looks beautiful today, or what is different since yesterday. And stay there and listen for a few minutes or a few seconds. It doesn't really matter. And it doesn't matter if you think you're not hearing anything. Just stay there and listen. And sometimes imagine that they're telling something back to you. Because as I said in some other video, imagination and intuition are, to me, mostly the same thing. And I say that I created a portal there because when I go there, sometimes, not every day, absolutely not, but sometimes when I go there, as I approach that place, I feel the energy inside me changing. 2 or 3 times I actually even saw the air changing. You know when it's really hot and you see the air coming up from the tarmac and it goes like, it moves? Yeah, kind of the same thing. I mean, it doesn't need to happen and it can still be a portal. Anyway, the most important thing if you want to create a portal is the exchange of energy with it, the constant, continuous exchange of energy. So to sum it up, find a patch of nature, go there every day and listen to it, speak to it, listen to it back, notice how you feel, notice the difference between how you feel one day and then the next and then the next one. And then notice how it feels and see if it feels different from one day to the other. So it's a practice of mindfulness after all. I'm approaching the pond now, and luckily there's less traffic here. And listen, can you hear the birds? Sometimes there are many birds, sometimes there are very few. So I ask, why are there no birds around today? Why are they not singing? Then I imagine the universe replying to me. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And either way is fine. And my mood is already somewhat different because I've walked for a while and I shed off some of the energy and old stuff that I don't need. And I ask the spirit of water to be with me today. And I ask water to listen to me. And I start to notice how the energy feels here today and whether it feels different from yesterday or not. And here we go. This is the pond in the midst of chaos, really in the midst of chaos, because you can see there's a stadium here, so it's really in the city. There are constructions going on, so it's really even noisy these days, but it doesn't matter. It's my portal. It's my patch of peace. Then I call the great blue heron, ask it if it wants to show up. Sometimes it comes, sometimes it doesn't, but it's good either way. I'm here to exchange energy and to keep the relationship going. And that is good. So this is what a portal is to me. A place where you build a relationship day after day after day. And sometimes it really helps you shift your energy. Sometimes it just welcomes you and you have a few minutes of peace, and that's good enough. So yeah, I hope you will create your own portal too, and let me know if you do.